What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shay Renee, and today we are back to talk about season 6, episode 18, Marsau or Mel versus Marsau. Child, they could have took that segment out with Kiki and just let us have part 1, 2, and 3 of Mel and Marsau. Let's just get into it, shall we?
Can't ball in a life, man. Go on with it, go on with it. Do us. So we are coming here with a force, yeah. Blessings we are reaping, we coursing on full. Oh, in the rise and boast. Yeah, we give thanks like we need it the most. We have to give thanks like we really supposed to be thankful. Blessings all for my life, man. But thank God for the journey that's to the plus. Yeah. Gratitude is a must. Yeah. Blessings all for my right hand. But I toast to the friends that they club. Every load one time. Sit down in a class and we pour them. Only see the road and they go on with the road.
Looking for ways to improve your health? Look no further. Visit www.shayreneeonline, where we provide healing beyond the prescription pad. We have hand-blended teas and herbs that are going to provide you with ultimate immune health, cold-pressed juices, as well as sea moss gels that are going to provide you with your daily vitamins and nutrients in just 2 tablespoons. Shop www.shayrenee.net and receive free shipping on all orders over $75. Don't wait, because a healthy life is ahead. Y'all, this episode, Tisha tried to come on the scene with her jean outfit on because we said she had looked cute the last season with the jean outfit on. So she tries to come in here with another jean outfit on, thinking that was going to really get us into it. Girl, no. I am just so tired of Tisha trying to pretend like she's the boss. If you would just accept that your husband is a lame, whiny fool, because I want to say this before we get into the nuts and bolts of the episode. I don't like when women say, like, if a man is acting like a B-I-E-I-E-I, that don't have nothing to do with women. Okay, I don't like when Stormy was like, "Oh, he over here acting like a bee. He acting like a woman." No, he's not acting like a woman. He's acting like a damn fool. That's what Marsau is acting like. Women are very smart and intelligent. Yes, we do speak our mind, but when we're speaking, it's intelligent and it makes sense. Y'all are dealing with a fool. Somebody that's over there trying to make y'all feel less than, talking trash to y'all. So let's not equate his foolishness to women, because that don't put that on us, because we don't act like that. Okay, I just want to clear that up, because I kept hearing it one too many times, and I don't like that. I don't like that. Being mouthy, being aggressive, being a has nothing to do with being a woman. Okay, just let's clean that up real quick. But let's get into the episode, y'all. So the episode starts off where Tisha saunters on into the place to be for the baby reveal, and Chandra, the pastor, and Tiffany's friend are presenting everything and saying after they done finally got the party started. Yeah, I'm like, well, the party planners took 3 hours to get the stuff together. How long did y'all sit there to have a tea and a crumpet? I'm just saying. So the baby has to eat. So before they reveal the baby to them, Tiffany goes off to the side to give him some boobage. And then everybody else is sitting down getting their food. So Kimmy is in the line with Tisha, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't think you was coming because Tiffany told me that you didn't RSVP." I'm like, okay, y'all knew that the homegirl was gonna be there. She got a film, so she gonna show up, even if she don't like daggone Tiffany. Hell, even if she don't like your ass, she gonna be there to do the filming, because we know the skies need this coin more than any of y'all on this daggone show. Okay, so moving on. they all sit down, and Tisha is feeling away because she feels like after she greeted everybody, she gets to Stormy, and I didn't really see Stormy acting different towards her. Like, I don't know what Tisha wanted Stormy to do. Did you want Stormy to do a cartwheel when she saw you? Did you want her to grab your ass? Like, I don't know what you wanted Stormy to do when she saw you. Because Tisha was like, Stormy was acting standoffish towards her. And they had just had a conversation on the phone where Stormy seemed like she was real with it with her, like they were over it. They were cool and laughing and playing and kikiing or whatever. And I'm like, girl, what display of affection did you want her to give you at this party? She was basically on what everybody else was on. And you were on everybody's nerves with your foolishness with this daggone expo. So Tisha decides to say, she's like, you know what? I'm not feeling like, y'all are having a good time. Like, what's going on? Nobody's talking. Woo, woo, woo. Like, what's going on? And they were like, girl, we eating, we chilling. The food is good. Okay. What do you want? So Tisha's over here trying to produce a moment. She's trying to get the party started. So then Kimmy says, well, before you got here, we were actually talking about the expo. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. So if you want to talk about something, we can definitely talk about that. So Tisha was like, I don't want to talk about the expo. Like, the expo is done. It's over with. If you guys want to have an expo, you can do that yourself. But me, on the other hand, I'm not going to take any constructive criticism. I don't care what you have to say. I don't care. Okay? I don't want to talk about it. Yes, you may think it's messed up, but I don't care. I don't care to get better, you see, because I think I do everything perfectly. I do what I want, and I don't want to hear what anybody else has to say. So Miss Manicure Nail speaks up, and she basically says, yeah, I thought I was going to be invited, because Marsau, basically, y'all told us about it, and you said that you were going to invite us. And she was like, I hate to bring it up again from when we were at the lunch or whatever, because we are in a better place. Manicure Nail, she did say that they were in a better place and she moved on from it, but she just brought it up because of the fact that Tisha was over there acting like she didn't want no daggone feedback from it. Okay. So she was like, yeah, Tisha was like, yeah, I thought we talked about it already. I'm not trying to rehash it. And Nell was like, it's not that I'm trying to rehash it. It's just, you said you were going to invite us and you didn't. Like, it just seems to be a lot of inconsistencies with what you're saying. And Tisha was like, listen, I put it on social media. Girl, nobody is looking at your social media, girl. We're absolutely not looking at your social media. You need to stop. You didn't want to invite Manicure Nail personally. And actually, Manicure Nail, I'm a slightly be on Tisha's side just a little bit here. I don't know why everybody got to have a personal invitation. You realize you weren't a part of the core group. So it's like, for me, I feel like for you to think that you should have gotten a personal invitation and that you should have been like a part of the festivities or whatever, you should have been one of the main speakers. Now, I get it. They did disrespect y'all by saying, not acknowledging the fact that y'all are business tycoons basically in the Huntsville area. Y'all have had the longest standing businesses. I get that. Now, I don't appreciate them minimizing the Fletcher's entrepreneurship capabilities. However, to think that they were supposed to like put y'all on this grandstand stage with them, it's just a little bit unrealistic to me. After I looked into it and thought about it after my last review, I'm like, I think it's a bit much. I know y'all are trying to get in the fold and y'all trying to be a part of the crew, but it's like, to think that they were going to give you like some special invitation, it's not going to happen, because number one, Tisha and Marsau don't want nobody to take the spotlight off of them. They don't want nobody to uncover how much they're covering up. And Chris Fletcher, let's be very clear. Y'all want to act like you don't know Chris, but Tisha, you was the same one going up to Black, okay, when Marsau's sitting in the passenger seat, wondering where he was at in that picture of his back. And Marsau sat up there and told you that he had a meeting with Chris Fletcher. And Chris Fletcher was on the TikTok. So I kind of put 3 and 3 together, y'all. Okay. Tisha was like, you still doing your TikToks? Remember she said that in the last episode? She was saying that because she was being shady because Chris did a TikTok that day when he produced the TikTok that he did that day to show that he wasn't with no daggone Marsau as long as he said he was. When he was over there lying about not being with some woman, allegedly. So that's why she wanted to sit there and ask him, is he doing TikToks? And that's why she wanted to sit there and ask them, are they having infidelity in their marriage? Because you wanted to try to be a little bitch. Okay, now that's a woman being a bitch when Tisha was doing that. So you want to be over here trying to unplug and uncover what everybody else is doing, but nobody can talk about you. You know that the Fletchers, and here's the thing, Manicure, Nail, and Chris, you should have known that them two weren't going to get close to y'all. They weren't going to bring you into the fold because they too know about y'all indiscretions. They too know that y'all are on here faking the funk. So y'all don't want them to be in the main scene, digging the scene in the gangster lean. Ooh. You don't want that. You don't want them to be a main appeal because for yet another couple that's not too close to you to be on the forefront with you, you don't want that. Because that gives more opportunity for your stuff to be revealed on TV. How fake y'all are. That's what it is. So moving on, Tisha continues to go on and on about how she don't want no feedback, child. And, Nell continues to talk about how she thought she was going to be invited. And Tisha is just over there throwing a tantrum like a little child saying, I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't know how anybody can be friends with her. She is so immature. I could not. I could not. I could not be friends with her. It's giving, girl, sit the fuck down and put your thumb in your mouth. She is such a baby. And that's why nobody takes anything that she says seriously, because she always just talking with nothing with it. It's foolishness. So then Tisha says, the Black Expo is over. So y'all feel free to have your own. And we're at a baby shower. I thought this was a happy event. I came to see baby Ace. I'm not coming here to be doing all of this. And I thought, I don't really want to hear what y'all are saying because it's not coming from a good place. How do you know it's not coming from a good place? That's what kills me about her. It's never a good place when it's against what you think. Or it's never a good place when they're talking about something that you don't want to hear. I don't get it. You can't accept constructive criticism. Nobody is going to sit around with their thumb up your ass telling you how great you are all the time. That's unrealistic. You can't be in business and not have thick skin. That's what further lets me know that you ain't 85% ownership in shit. Because if you a businesswoman, like you saying you are, you got to be a lot tougher than that, baby girl. Because you can't take criticism about a little expo. You damn sure are not going to be able to do anything where it comes to when you're sitting down at a table with a real multimillionaire talking business. It's not going to work for you. Because they will hurt your feelings in the first 5 minutes. Because when somebody's sitting down talking to you about their coins, about their money, they ain't about to play these little games with you. Okay? So moving on, Nell says, well, you have an attitude, so I'm moving on. Okay? I'm just going to go ahead and mind my business and eat my chicken tenders. And I'm going to do my thing. So then Tiffany comes over and talks to Tisha about her not RSVPing. And Tisha thinks she's being shady and points out they haven't talked since their lunch. Okay, well, Tisha, how do you think that she's being shady? Are you being shady by showing up? If you don't really fool with Tiffany, then why the hell are you here? You didn't RSVP. Okay. Get over it. You didn't RSVP. Sit your ass down and have a piece of salad and stop. I just don't. I don't get it with Tisha. You want Stormy to roll out the red carpet for you when you walk in. You want Tiffany not to acknowledge that you didn't RSVP. What if she had it set where it's just a certain amount of people could come, and then you just bring your happy ass right on in the building? I went to a birthday party with my son yesterday. Wasn't nobody just showing up to my friend's party because she had everything organized with every child's name on the bag. So if you wanted to bring your ass up in here and your child wasn't invited, they was gonna look real sad without no goodie bag. RSVPs mean a lot to different people. So don't downplay the fact that you didn't RSVP. Stop acting like a baby. Like, girl, grow up. You and your jean jumpsuit. Girl, sit down. Moving on, because Tisha gets on my damn nerves. So they talk about all the ladies sit down, and Tiffany shows the ladies the baby, and he is so cute. I will say that baby is so adorable. And he looking at everybody like, who this Harpo? Who is these ladies? You know what? I recognize your voice. Okay. I heard you in here when my mama was talking. Yeah, I heard you. I know y'all. Okay. Y'all the ones that was sitting up here arguing with my mama when I was in here rolling about. Okay. You know what? Mom, take me to the back. Take me to the back. I ain't got time for this. Okay. So baby Ace gets on up out of there because Tiffany fitting to be messy. So she ain't wants to be messy in front of her baby now that he is out into the world. Okay. He ain't had no choice when he was in there. But now he out and free. He got choices and options. Okay. So Tiffany says, yeah, there should be another Black Expo because Tisha said everybody, they should do their own if they got such things to complain about. Tiffany said, yeah, maybe we should because, we put up money for the balloon arches and all this, that, and the third. All I know is we're paying money. We don't know what the money is going towards kind of thing. And so then Tisha says it's supposed to be a celebration. Why are we still talking about this? So Tiffany brings up the $100 under her breath that Tisha and Marsau went over to Stormy asking about. And so Manicured Nail says, yeah, what did happen with that $100? And she was talking to Stormy. So Tisha was like, again, why are we still talking about this? And Nail said, look here, little bitch, I'm not talking to you. Okay? Eyes are talking to Stormy. Okay? Stormy has her own lips to bubble. Okay? I want to talk to you, Stormy. I asked you a question, okay? Because Tisha and Marsau told me that they ain't make no money off of this and that they didn't get no money. They basically made it seem like ain't nobody paid nothing, okay? They ain't makes no money. So what say you? And Stormy was like, well, I feel like Tisha was really on my side for real. You know what I'm saying? So, but it was really her husband or whatever. He was in here. He was over there acting like he was acting like a woman or whatever. Again, I told y'all, I don't appreciate that talking about somebody acting like a woman because Marsau don't act like a woman. He do act like a bitch, but that ain't got nothing to do with being a woman. Just saying. Okay. So then Tisha says, no, I didn't say that. She said, I said we came out of pocket. I didn't say we made any money. Okay. We didn't make any money. So Tisha says, it's okay to criticize, but the way y'all are bringing it up, I'm like, girl, it don't matter how they brought it up. It doesn't matter how they brought it up. You still don't want any criticism from anybody. You just want people to sit down and be like, oh, your grace, Tisha. You're so amazing. You and your jumpsuit. Oh, how we love thee and your booty that you get manufactured every 6 months. Girl, stop. And by the way, y'all that keep on getting these BBLs, this is just a side note and a public service announcement. Y'all got to stop doing the bottom and forgetting about the top. Okay? The least you could do is go to the gym and do some curls. Just saying. Do a back workout. You got to work your back. Because when you got a thick ass back and pencil legs and a bubble butt, a fool it makes. moving on. Moving on. So Mel also speaks up. And she says she don't want to be that girl, bringing this up. Because while Stormy was over there bringing out the real culprit, which is Marsau, Mel says, listen, I understand that we're trying to get in a better place and things. But Marsau really does have a problem. And what I don't want is, because I am going to address him. Okay. I am going to let him have it, because what you're not going to do is be out here sullying my name in the streets and talking about my business. Okay. But Tisha, what I'm letting you know right now is I don't want it to affect us. Okay. Because this ain't about you. This about your ragged husband. Okay. So I just want you to know, me and you, we're working on it. We're here. But your husband, oh, he can get it on sight, basically. Okay. Because Mel said, I don't need this taking me and Tisha 3 steps back, because Marsau likes to do this thing where he wants to put it all on Tisha, where now it becomes a problem between the two of them when he's really the problem. And she's like, I'm making sure I have tunnel vision. You're going to know that this is all about you, Marsau, and you're not going to use your wife to get out of this. Okay. So moving on, Stormy proceeds to call Marsau a woman in a bee again, say he needs a wig. Again, messiness doesn't belong to women. And here's my thing. Tisha, you gonna sit there and let her call your husband a manicure Nail said, what you not about to ever do is sit there and call Chris out of his name, honey. Because that's my man. Okay, my man. And you will never call my man out of his name. So Tisha must be getting fed up to be sitting over there letting everybody call her man a fool out of his name. Let me say this. I think that Tisha is so used to Marsau being disrespectful. Marsau doesn't protect her. Marsau doesn't care about her feelings. Marsau doesn't defend her in front of other people. So she's looking at it like, she probably like, why am I about to sit here and defend him? Because he is a bitch. So what? And Marsau probably got Tisha caught up in so much crap. They probably in debt up to her edges. She's like, you know what? F it. This is entertaining. Y'all want to call my husband a bitch. He ain't even living in the house with me, child, allegedly. So why? Who cares? And listen, this is the one time I agree with Tisha. Why am I going to sit here and go back and forth with y'all over what we all know is true? He wouldn't. But anyway, in the next scene, Tiffany comes over and talks to Tisha about, I'm sorry, y'all. Let me move on. Oh, here's the next scene, which we don't care about. Let me say this. Y'all can leave out any further scenes with Maurice and Kimmy until further notice. And this notice I probably will never give. I don't really care. Don't really care about what Kimmy and Maurice have going on. Y'all are not having sex. Maurice is an asshole. Moving on. Like, who gives a shish? Y'all got we'll skim through it. The Office is getting done. Who knows what you're selling in there? There's stories about what y'all really be doing in this office. Again, who gives okay, we don't care. We don't care. Kimmy uses this opportunity to bring up the fact that Marsau said that they didn't pay, but Maurice said he gave Marsau $100 cash at Black. There's a lot of transactions going on at Black. It's a lot going on in back rooms, in front rooms. It's a lot allegedly going on at Black. Okay, just saying. But then Kimmy, I thought it was interesting how Kimmy said, yeah, and Marsau was laughing at Mel talking about some, I don't respect people that have t-shirt businesses. Well, bitch, Maurice, what business do you have that's profitable? I haven't seen you do anything beyond what Kimmy provides that's making you any money. And you don't promote Credit One really much. Your credit repair business very much on the show. Everybody else hawking their business on the show but you. Is there a reason why? You ain't trying to get into legal trouble. Did you become a lawyer so you can represent yourself and your bullshit? I'm just asking the question because I wants to know. Inquiring minds wants to know. And for you to sit up here and laugh at Mel in a t-shirt business, let me tell you something. It's multimillionaires with t-shirt businesses. Let's be very clear about that, because what you're not going to do, my good sis Sean in our last conversation, Haynes, okay, been making t-shirts since I've been alive. That's a t-shirt. And they getting a hell of a coin off of it. Mess in a bottle from Baltimore, Maryland. Okay. Tons of money on t-shirts. There's plenty of t-shirt businesses out there that's making a killing. There's people selling courses on how to sell t-shirts because it's such a lucrative business. You got to put something on your body every day. Some type of clothes, and most people, what are they doing? Putting on a t-shirt. Marsau, you wish you was smart enough to make a t-shirt that somebody would want to buy. I got a t-shirt that you should wear. I'm an asshole and I think I'm funny, and I'm not. That's what you need to put on the front of all your t-shirts. Beware of anything that comes out of my mouth. That's another saying that should be on your shirts. I'm a bitch and I like it. Just all different things that we can take some nice vinyl and put right on the shirt for your dumb ass. Moving on, because I'm sick of him. Him, Kimmy, and Maurice. We ain't really got to do all that. And my point of saying the t-shirt thing was, Maurice, you was laughing a little bit too hard. You was laughing a little bit too hard for because all the little kids was laughing at me. You was laughing too much at something that you, sir, can't even speak about your business. What do you do? And Kimmy, you was over there. You try to clean it up. Don't do that because you know, Mel. But you was laughing too, girl. Kimmy, go sit your ass down. Moving on. Manicure Nail and Mel meet up at the daycare center. Okay. Manicure Nail tells Mel Tisha rubbed her the wrong way at the event and tried to downplay her business and act like she didn't know her business. Basically, she didn't know her business acumen. Marsau even called Chris. Manicure Nail brings up how Marsau called Chris the day before the expo and still didn't invite them. I'm like, girl, okay. Again, Nail, if you knew about the expo all this time, it probably would have been best for you to just show up. This would have made so much more sense if you just went there and been like, hey, this is great. We would have loved to be a part of this. That's why you should have just went and just said, hey, next time we want to participate more. That's all it is to it. Like, nobody's about to be people that need these special invitations. It just really gets on my damn nerves. But moving on, that's a side note. The Fletchers apparently always patronize the Scott's businesses too. So that's why another reason why Nell is like, girl, what? You didn't invite us, but we doing all of this. Like, I guess they was buying cases of chocolate in the bottle, going to Black and participating in events and hiding out. I don't know if Chris was hiding out in the back of the alleged back room that they got going on up in the Black. Child, I don't know what's going on, but it's a lot of people. These people are really mad that they didn't get invited to this damn expo. Let it go. Let it burn like Usher. So then Tisha asks, they talk about Nell and her business and all this, that, and the third, and how Tisha asked Nell at the lunch how much of a percentage she owns in the business. And Nell and Chris said, oh, it's 50-50. And Tisha was like, oh, well, I own 85%. And Nell was like, well, how you getting kicked out of offices and kicked out of your business and you own 85%? That don't make no sense. So Tisha tried to be shady with Nell in that moment. And you look dumb. Tisha don't even, Mel was like, let me tell you something. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Okay. Let me tell you why she owns 85% of the business on paper. Because, and that's everywhere. And I've said this in previous videos. I work closely with the construction industry. Okay. A lot of my clients and my customers from at my job, a lot of women do get grants because now the women that I work with, they actually running their business. Okay. But there are companies where men will have women as the financial backing because of the grants and the money that they can get or the jobs that they can get, because you have to be a minority owned business. Even in some places, you don't even have to be a woman. If you're African American, Latino, if you're considered a minority, right? Because typically they would give those jobs to the non-melanated, we'll say that. Okay, so now they're giving more opportunities for people that are in the minority to get more of these larger projects, and these are like multi-million-dollar government contracts, things like that. Okay, so with that being said, that's why Tisha's name is on paper, and Tisha is mad because now everybody is uncovering the fact that you're not really the biggest boss that we've seen thus far. Okay, you're not the biggest boss that we've seen thus far. You're just on paper. And Marsau basically says that and reminds the public of that all the time. That you ain't really doing, you won't mean to his business. And that would be challenging for me to deal with, considering the fact I'm your wife. You try to minimize me to being some homemaker. You want me to be in the house so that you can be out here dicking around. When truth be told, Marsau wasn't even wearing his wedding ring when he went to that coffee shop with Mel. He looked like he just tucked his shirt in from a session, in my opinion. And it was with somebody, not his wife. That's what it looked like to me. I in my head, and this is just a real truth, I don't even know what side chick would even fuck with this dude. Seriously. What are you getting out of him? He's not mentally stimulating. I know his dick can't be that good because it's hiding in them hips. The hips is taking up a lot of that girth, I'm sure. Okay? Allegedly. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure from the hip to possible ratio, it's taking up some space. I'm sure it's not as amazing as he's trying to make it seem. And the way that he talks to people, absolutely not. Any woman with anything more than a ball running around in her brain would not be wanting to talk to this fool. More or less get dicked down by him. Unbelievable. But moving on. Nell questions how much they made on the event. And Mel was like, I think that they didn't make no money on the event. I think they're just trying to be, shady and make it seem like they want people to care about how much money they made on the event. They want to make it seem like they're doing things and they're really not. And she was like, I wouldn't even really worry about that. I know they ain't make no money on that pretty much. I don't think they did, basically. That's what Mel was saying. Then she says they have something out here now where they trying to build a house for somebody that's less fortunate, and they're trying to raise $150,000, but they only got less than $300 on the daggone thing. Look, let me show you. So Mel couldn't show her because apparently Mel has them blocked. But let me say this, Mel. If you knew, you were trying to be an asshole right there. If you knew that you had them blocked, right? How long, Tommy? How long you had them blocked? Because how you know that they only got $300? So you watching them in some sort of way. Let's not play these little games, honey. We know that you're doing your thing, Mel, and you out here doing your thug thizzle, but listen, it's given too much. You didn't even have to bring that up. You didn't even have to talk about blocking them. We know you don't really fool with them like that. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. And I'm pretty sure somebody, honestly, she gets stuff in her DMs all the time. I'm pretty sure somebody screenshot it and sent it to her. But I wouldn't, that you have them blocked. So even if somebody screenshot it and sent it to you, right? Just say that. We don't got to bring up the fact that y'all got each other blocked. And you sitting up here seemingly talking about y'all relationship, trying to get back on, y'all being cordial or whatever. But that was a little jab too. I'm just saying. Anyway, moving on. That's just, y'all know Mel is my girl, but I got to call out the BS when I see it. Y'all, why is my phone typing what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all, because my phone tripping. It's literally typing everything I'm saying and I didn't tell it to. Scary. Scary. Hold on, y'all. We gotta take a little break because there's some poltergeist going on here. Y'all like the video. Hold on.
Yeah. Work, 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 work. To me, I be work, 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 work. See me do me dirt, 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 dirt. So me for that work, 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 work. When you walk a line, 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 line. In the girl, say murder, da, 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 da. Try me, I deserve it. Listen to have you lurking. Yeah. You make a like, now you don't like it. You know I dealt with you the nicest. Nobody touched me in the right. Nobody text me in a crisis. I believe that all of your dreams are duration. You took my heart, all my keys, and my patience.
All right, y'all. I think I had the talk button highlighted for some reason, but thank y'all for liking the video. And for y'all that exited because I had my like video, y'all can kiss my tail. Okay, it's like, no, bring your ass back, okay? It was just a few minutes. Y'all impatient. Moving on. So then Mel goes into saying, you know, it was basically everybody paid their all this jibber jabber about this $100. It's just giving too much. And Nell says, listen, if y'all trying to become friends again, why you over here blocking the lady? And Mel laughs it off. I'm like, okay, girl. I don't know. But Mel asked Nell if Tisha is a person that Nell wants to be friends with. And Nell says she's good. I'm good on her. I'm good in Cordialville. That's basically what Nell was saying. So then Mel says her issue isn't even with Tisha, it's with Marsau. She feels like Marsau doesn't want Tisha to be around Mel because he knows that being around Mel, maybe Tisha will pull herself up by the bootstraps and be willing to leave his narcissistic behind. He over there manipulating her and playing games. If she sees a real boss in action and how her life could really still be good, even without her being somebody's wife, he's afraid of that. He don't want her to be around Mel because Mel will open her eyes to too much stuff. Okay? It's too much. So I agree. I tend to agree. And I actually was telling y'all the same thing. I feel like Marsau definitely doesn't want Tisha around Mel because they do go and flash back to that episode where Mel was trying to take Tisha to go network and stuff with some of the elite women in the area. And even with them being AKAs or whatever, you know, that's a networking organization right there on its own. It's a lot of elite individuals that are a part of those Divine Nine organizations. So it's like, Tisha, why do y'all look so dumb? You're a poor representation, period, of business, of entrepreneurship, of anything that y'all do. It's like y'all are just throwing piss in the wind and hoping that it sticks somewhere and y'all can make some money off of it. They're not putting any passion into anything that they do. That's what it looks like with the Scotts. It's just Tisha wants accolades. Marsau wants to be out here beating his chest, making it seem like he's the man, and he's not. And I just don't get it. Their relationship is so out of whack. It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really, really doesn't. So y'all, moving on. I really don't want to go too far into this scene with Kiki. Kiki, just tell us what happened with the Home Depot stuff. Kiki didn't come to the reveal. Her husband thinks all of her problems are really because of the melatonin or the methadone. I don't know, the methadone or whatever. Her husband think that that's what's making her crazy like that, and making her is her body's not reacting to it. I'm with Amin. Amin is just like, listen. And you know what? I do want to point out, she said it's not my digestion because he talked about her ordering all this Chinese food and whatnot. Y'all don't understand. And let me put my health coach hat on. Your gut is your second brain. Okay? It's very important what you putting in your body. When you constantly eating all this processed food, your body don't know what that is. Your body only knows juices and berries, nuts and stuff that come from the earth. We come from the earth, okay? We were created by the Almighty. The Garden of Eden was a real thing, okay? So if it wasn't in the Garden of Eden, it probably don't need to go in your body. Just saying. So with her eating all this processed food, doing all this stuff, you taking this medication, your body is reacting negatively to these things. So you have to make some changes. You constantly going and running all these tests. Let me tell y'all something. When I say healing beyond the prescription pad with my products, it's a real thing. These doctors are not going to teach you how to heal yourself with some blueberries at the store, because they don't make money off of that. They making money off of keeping her on methadone. But I mean, no shade, but it ain't exactly looking like you over there eating strawberries every day. So maybe y'all need to work together on y'all digestion. Because your first brain is telling you that this the pills, and the second brain is not healthy because y'all not eating right. Just saying. So moving on, I hope Kiki gets the help that she needs. Because her not being able to show up for filming, that's going to really hurt her. And frankly, I'm over this story about Home Depot, child. Just miss me with that and tell me what the hell happened, child. I'm done. Moving on. Hold on, I caught a comment real. Meanwhile, he's frying chicken. Right, right. And you telling her about some damn carry out. Child, I mean, what you mean? Okay, boy, bye. Cause you tried it. Moving on. Mel meets up with Marsau at the coffee shop. Okay. She says she's trying to come in with the positive energy, love and light, okay? But she gonna go off of what he giving, all right? She gonna go off what he giving when he coming in. So if you coming in with some, I'm gonna get with the, okay? That's what Mel is saying, basically, all right? So Marceau arrives and he says, "Oh, your energy is really good. Like I love this. I can appreciate that. You sitting over here being sarcastic already. You starting off with the bullshit, okay?" So then Mel says, "You know what? I'm channeling." Now let me tell y'all something. That damn Mel, she is shady, and it is hilarious. Now this point when she was being shady, I don't know if y'all caught it, but I'm gonna give y'all a little something, something. Cause I'm close to Scorpios, okay, and I'm a Cancer, and I'm real clairvoyant or whatever. Why y'all think she brought up Miss Carol in the tea party? Because they were at a coffee shop. They were not at a tea spot. I'm gonna tell y'all why she brought up Miss Carol. Because Carson was at that tea party, and she was basically letting Marsau know, "I know what y'all did by trying to plant Carson at my tea party. But let me make this very clear. I don't give a fudge about any of that. Okay? I'm doing me. I have my businesses that are not minimized to just a t-shirt business, which by the way is doing well. Okay? So while you over there worried about what the fuck I'm doing, okay? I see you and I raise you. I'm gonna tell you right here in this moment. You ain't rattling me. You ain't rattling me. Mm-hmm. So Miss Carol was the lady that did the tea party where Tisha brought Carson, which Carson was the one that had this conversation with Airhead about what's the goings on about this whole revenge piece stuff. So that was also a way for Mel to bring that on camera. Okay? That is the precedence of her probably bringing it up later. Mark my words. I'm telling y'all, don't say ain't nobody ever told y'all nothing, okay? Don't say ain't nobody ever told y'all nothing. And Mel, you are a smart woman. You is smart, you is kind, and you is important. Okay. I see what you did there. I see what you did. Because Marsau had the tight face when she said that. Because he knows what she was doing. Mm-hmm. That ain't the last time y'all gonna hear about that. Mark my words. Moving on. So Mel says, so basically Marsau is talking all this gibberish. But Mel talks about the jabs that hold on, let me Alf MC says I should have edited my comment about the AKO associated with Tisha and Mel. I think there was either an after grad sponsorship or introduction. I forgot the term my friends used when. Oh, okay. I saw a long post and I was like, oh shoot, let me look at it, child. Okay. Child, I don't know nothing about that. I ain't in none of it, and I ain't about to comment on none of it, child. I'm gonna leave them peoples alone. Y'all is smart. Y'all is kind. Y'all is important. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. Moving on. So Mel basically realizes that Marsau is over here throwing jabs. She said, Nell told me that you basically minimized me to just a t-shirt business. And Marsau was like, you know what? And that's the problem with people. They go back and tell half truths. Okay. I didn't even say your name. You didn't have to say her name, numbnuts. Do you think that people are dumb? Who else is selling t-shirts in this group besides you? We knew who you was talking about. We knew who you were talking about. You a shady little bastard. That's what you are. And you thought you ate and you didn't. You absolutely didn't. So Mel was like, you for one should know that I am far more than a t-shirt business. Basically letting him know, look here, little bitch. I'm the one that got your ass a car when you was broke, busted, and disgusted slinging hot dogs at the damn movie theater. How you doing? Don't play with me. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. Baby, don't stay in it. Okay? You was over here trying to get your life together, and your life has been better ever since I walked into it, showing you how to get money. So don't play with me. I think Mel and Martell even helped them get their first house, or rented a house to them. They were renting a house from Mel and Martell so that they can help them become the fake business people that they act like they are today. I think this, for Marsau to sit there and try to come for Mel, you sitting in front of a person that knows all your tea. She can bust you out at any moment. I don't even know why you would even try this lady, because she knows team too much. Absolutely too much. So I'm like, boy, booing bye to you and your foolishness. Then she says, well, so let me just make this very clear. Did you try to say that all I do is a t-shirt business? He was like, no, I'm just saying I don't respect, t-shirt businesses or whatever. That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't respect that type of business. So that's why I wouldn't have anybody coming on a stage that I'm providing, for them to talk about that. First of all, let me say this to you idiot. Mel says, so e-commerce, you don't respect e-commerce and you're trying to get into it. You've been really trying to do e-commerce yourself for quite some time. Just because you ain't good at it, that don't mean you got to come for me. Marsau, riddle me this, Batman. Aren't you the self-same mofo that's hawking that damn black chocolate in a bottle every 5 minutes? That's e-commerce. Y'all got it nicely perched on the table in every scene. Why? Because you trying to sell on e-commerce. That's your t-shirt. Y'all, by the way, are wearing black t-shirts in every damn scene you can wear it. You probably would have had one on. It would have actually been funny if you had one on in this scene with Mel, since you want to be a little smart ass. If you're going to try to read somebody, that would have been the best way to do it. Mel did it perfectly by having one of her t-shirts on in the scene with you. You could have gave a slight little jab back if you had your own t-shirt on. But you're an idiot. You fail every time. It's like Marsau sat up here trying to sound so, he pisses me off. And I don't understand how anybody can have a conversation with him without walking away, without slapping the shit out of him. Like, he sits here and tries to sound so intelligent and says the bullshit that he says with a straight face, and thinks that the other person that's looking at him is supposed to agree with him and be like, you know what? You're so smart. Why didn't I think of it like that? What? No, you're an idiot. Nothing that you say makes any sense. You try to sit over here and degrade this woman, knowing good and daggone well that this lady has way more. And let me say this, I'm not going to downplay t-shirt businesses, because I sell t-shirts too. Okay? T-shirts are a huge piece of anybody's promotion in their business. So I'm not going to downgrade t-shirts, and I'm glad that Mel didn't do that. But what you're not going to do is sit up here and make it seem like That's her bread and butter. And when you know damn well that it's not, y'all can't. How about y'all get a business without the support of somebody else? Okay, how about you do that? So then Marsau says, well, I'm all I said was I just don't respect the business. And I'm like, also your wife is selling shampoo and conditioner on e-commerce. And she white labeled her product from Stormy. Maybe that's why she don't want Stormy to be mad at her ass, because she won't get no more damn product. Mm-hmm. You think you're slick. So you might not want to be acting crazy with Stormy on camera, Tisha, and worried about her rolling out the red carpet for you. You need to be walking on rolling out the carpet for her so that she can keep some money coming to you. That's what you need to be doing. Them two, Tisha and Marsau, are very delusional. And I feel like I could see their whole kingdom falling down because nobody is with the shits with them no more. I think everybody are like in sync with being tired of their shit. We're over it. We don't want to see it no more. Okay? Moving on. He continues to say his opinion is that he doesn't value it. He's sitting there trying to basically get under Mel's skin and try to sound intelligent. And he says, Mel, you don't have to cry about it, because Mel went to fix her eyelash. And she was like, boy, I would never be crying over anything that you had to say. First of all, why are you playing with her in this moment? Talking about she crying. You gonna be crying when you in that unemployment line. And that same e-commerce business, you will hope that she would give you a job over there stuffing them boxes with that 7th Avenue. Mm-hmm. You, he's a piece of work. He's a piece of work. So then Mel says, you know what? Honestly, Marsau, you have a problem with the fact. She was like, I just can't wait until Tisha gets herself together so that she can leave the likes of you, because you don't want Tisha. The real deal is, she said to Marsau, you don't want Tisha to get close to me and be around a strong Black woman that'll give her the courage to leave your whack ass. Okay. And she meant that from the deep dark in her soul. Okay. She was like, you don't want her to get the strength to leave your vindictive lying ass, to be clear. And Marsau says, you want my kids to grow up in a single parent home? Why would they grow up in a single parent home, Marsau? Are you saying you're not going to take care of the kids? Because if you're parenting the children and Tisha's parenting the children, that's not single parenting. That's co-parenting. Get it together. You want to sit over here and act like you so smart. You're not a single parent. And neither would Tisha be a single parent. Let's be very clear. That's called co-parenting. You are not going to do your part, just like you don't do it now. Your children don't even give a damn about you. And that's sad. Especially that son. You talking about your son was going to be in that house helping you build the house. MJ don't give two shits about his daddy, because that boy is smart. I feel like he's looking at them like, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I turn 18 so I can get the fuck out of here. And he gonna go to California and go to college and discover himself and get away from his damn parents. I can see that right now. But moving on, I wanted to bring up, I didn't get a chance to put it on the screen, but I'm in a Facebook. I didn't get a chance to upload it, but I'm gonna tell y'all what it says. I was in a Facebook group. I'm in a Facebook group rather. And this person says, my question is, why Mel wants Tisha to leave her husband, her marriage so badly to be in the same boat as her? Child, please. And somebody says, what is it with Mel? Is it Tisha or her husband she wants? She went from 0 to 100 over a statement made about t-shirts. In statement, her name was never mentioned. What is it? Jealousy? One, envy? These people in these Facebook groups are dumb, delusional, and ditzy. Mel doesn't give a damn about. Mel don't give a shit about whether Tisha and Marsau are married. Obviously, y'all don't read between the lines. Tisha is probably over there talking to Mel behind the scenes about what she wants to do and how she's planning her exit. Because if y'all don't think there's a reason behind the fact that Tisha didn't protect Marsau and tell Stormy, don't be calling my man a... Tisha doesn't care anymore. Tisha is starting to wake up out of her slumber. Tisha is no longer in the sunken place as deep as she was. Okay? She's tired of Marsau making her look like a clown. That's what I think. Now, I don't think that she totally all in yet. I think she has to see, she got to really see that, you know what? I can do this. I can do this by myself. And Mel is a saint if she even sits here and shows her, because there is no way that I would sit up here and be helping the likes of Tisha do anything when you was sitting over here funneling money to my husband's mistress. You got the game all the way fucked up with me. Okay? And you knew about it and you threw it in my face on camera. Girl, bye to you. Continue to sit over there and be mentally and emotionally jacked up by your husband by choice, because that's what it is. It's your choice at this point. National TV, you on national TV getting embarrassed the fuck out of. Okay? Everybody and their mama has given you advice except Dr. Phil and Iyamla. Like, girl, you see the forest for the trees. You just don't want to stop eating the grass. And that's that on that, y'all. These people are just delusional. Let me get into some of the comments. And y'all, now that we're back in Love and Marriage Huntsville, I'm gonna get back to my what was said segment where I go into the comments, because from now on, like, it's just I appreciate the love because y'all be talking and chatting in the comment section. So the video won't be too long. I'm not gonna go through every comment. If you want to do a super chat or whatever, of course I will highlight super chats right away. But what I will do is highlight the comments that I was just like, oh, you damn funny, or this was really interesting, something that really piques my attention, because I read all of the comments after this is over. I will put it in that video. So y'all still gonna get seen. Y'all still gonna get seen. But thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all for watching and commenting. Because y'all be really bringing some insight. Pinky was expecting everyone to run up to her and congrats. Yeah, like what? Why was Tisha expecting everybody to run up to her and be like, "Oh, you did such a great job. Like, you were so amazing. Like, we really love the fact that you tried to hoodwink us at the last minute and get $100. Great." Pinky really expected everyone to congratulate her for hosting a fabulous event. She wanted to hear great job. Not y'all calling her Pinky Child. That is hilarious. When you Google who owns Skull Industries, Nashville, Tennessee only, Marsau's name is listed as owner. Tisha is probably on loan docs. There's Secretary of State certificate of good standing inactive. Oh, wow. Mm-mm. Child, the plot thickens. Tiffany also brought up the fact that Tisha was only a boss on paper, only while using the woman owned, minority owned. Right. So Tisha is sitting up here acting like we're dumb. Like we don't know. Girl, bye. Like you, she really is sitting up here pretending to be a boss and mad that we all know that you're not. It's sad. I think the brain pays his lady friends good money because he seems like the type to definitely pay hefty for snatch. But see, here's the thing. You don't even have any money to get your house. We're not dumb. Okay. Tisha, if you saw where the money was going when y'all were funneling money to Gatormouth, then how do you not know the money that he's given to his alleged mistresses? And you will have to pay me a hefty price. And if him paying his mistresses is going to keep me in the little house on the prairie and hopping from rental properties, you got the game effed up. You really got me effed up, because I'm not about to be living pillar to post with my friends, but buying new cars and pretending like I'm rich and I'm not because you giving my money to these bitches. Oh, hell no. That's a dummy role for her. And again, I don't even know how any of these women, there is no amount of money that he could pay me to allow me to let him get in my snatch. No, absolutely not. Let her be an a-hole. It's definitely time she gives them what they have been giving her. Yeah, I agree with Mel. Like, listen, I just got to point it all out because y'all swear I be all on Mel's side all the time. But when she is a little shady, I got to point it out, though. Even though I do love me some Mel. But I gotta bring out both sides. Y'all know it. Y'all know it. Simply Beautiful says, "What's up, sis?" Simply Beautiful says it was all over the Facebook group. She's in that one group. Oh, which group? Who? Who are you talking about? Child, that's why I guess to be in order with these things. I think Mel is afforded moments of being petty and messy. We all figure she blocked Pinky in the brain and vice versa long ago. Most likely someone on her team or even the millimeters told her. Yeah, I agree. That's why I said earlier, somebody probably inboxed her the information. And I do think she's entitled to block them and be shady or whatever. But I'm just like, girl, did we really had to bring that up on camera that you blocked them? They know. We know, because I know y'all all be looking at the list of friends on people's lists and all that and carrying on, because y'all did the same thing with Martell and damn Sheree and realized that they don't follow each other or whatever the case may be. Chrissy Renee says methadone side effects are no joke. I can see that, plus her poor diet causing her the problem she's having. Yeah, I agree. That medication, it's man-made. That stuff is not natural. And those pills and stuff that people are taking, it's made to play tricks on the brain. The brain, I tell y'all what, I went to church today and I felt like the message was talking to me. We tell our brain what to do. Okay. When I'm talking, when I'm moving, my brain sends a signal to have me do all of these things, right? So, what those medications do is tell your brain how to respond to your body. So, that's why a lot of that stuff is fixing one thing but effing up something else. The mind is a powerful thing. It really, really is. And people don't realize that. So, those medications and stuff, it's all of that stuff that we're taking are all hallucinogens, basically. Cause that stuff ain't really doing nothing to our, there ain't nothing but effing our bodies up. Now, some stuff, listen, if it take the pain away, I don't really care how it do it, long as it do it. But again, most of the time, you take a medication for one thing and it jack up something else. It's sad. It's really sad, and I feel bad for Kiki. I hope that she figures it out. I think we put that up. Meanwhile, he's frying chicken. Chow. That was so funny. Like Chris Rock said in his stand up, bigger and blacker, the money is in the medicine, not in the cure. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Y'all get it. Y'all get it. I think we put that one out. Chrissy Renee, yes, it's long overdue, and I ain't mad at her for doing it either. Okay. Shay Renee, I believe you're right about the Miss Carol reference. I'm telling y'all, that was the setup for Mel to bring up, because Carlos and all the, like, you want to do little quotes at the end of the episode about Kiki and Home Depot, but you ain't do no quotes last season when it was all out on the internet about that revenge piece stuff. Mark my words, that's going to be the way for Mel to bring up that revenge piece. That's how she gonna bring it up. She gonna be like, you had Carson, you thought you had me. Yeah, you got Carson over here at Black all the time. Y'all knew her. You want to say that that's your hairstylist for a little bit or whatever. Y'all playing with me. That's what you're doing. And I see you and I raise you. I'm gonna bring it up on this show. Okay. And I'm going to embarrass the out of y'all. Like you thought you were trying to embarrass me at my tea party by trying to slide her into place to be. No. Y'all ain't slick, okay? Mel didn't sponsor Tisha. I know from a very reliable source. Mel isn't the only AKA Tisha knows. Okay. Oh, y'all talking about that organization stuff, child. Mind my business. If I was someone who's wanting to use him as a brand ambassador, that one comment would turn me off from using him. Exactly. That's e-commerce. And mind you, let's go back to the black chocolate in the bottle. Y'all don't own that. You can't even put black on the bottle anymore. There is a company, a French company, that makes that bottle of that specific drink. So y'all are not like, y'all didn't go and have somebody source this for you and it's just for you. One of my friends, very well-known photographer, and his wife, they have a very they have a swim line, that her swim line is amazing. Y'all have heard me talk about it on here before, MBM Swim. They even told me that they invested in chocolate in a bottle, and that they invested in it. So basically it's like different people that are allowed to sell it. He knew the ins and outs and the outs and ends of how that worked. So when I was like, but wait, I showed him the Scots. And I said, but wait, I thought this was theirs. He was like, no. And he showed me where he invested, who the company was. I knew all of this before another content creator came out. I guess he was acting like he was going to invest in the chocolate in the bottle brand too. I knew all of this way before that, because one of my friends invested in the company. And he invested in that company, I want to say at the end of 2020. It was during the pandemic. So it was at the end of 2020, early 2021. And went off on him. I was like, no, it's not. Like, that's their company. Like, maybe you know them. And I showed him the episode. He was like, I don't know these people, but this is the owner of the company. Okay, this is where I'm investing. And one of his friends got him into it. So I'm like, child, y'all are full of crap. They are full of crap. And I never, I'm not the person to act like I know a whole lot, because there's a lot of stuff that I know about the Potomac Housewives behind the scenes, all that stuff. But am I gonna come out here telling these people's business? No, I'm not. But with that, you tried it. You tried to come for Mel talking about e-commerce, and you don't even own chocolate in a bottle, sir. And y'all trying to pretend like you do. Chocolate in the bottle is sold via e-commerce too. Exactly. Exactly. Okay. Well, he didn't know what venture capital was, so it wouldn't surprise me that he wouldn't know about e-commerce. Exactly. And to say you don't respect it, child, please respect it or check it. How about that? Like someone said in another live, Marsau aids in Martell's cheating, which led to their kids now living in single parent homes. Bingo. Bingo. Okay. But I'm not going to put that on the Scots, because even though they did participate and they were a part of it, Martell decided to do what he did. And now he's reaping what he sowed. You did this, and now you see the juice wasn't worth the squeeze. And I bet you, if God came down here and said everybody gets one thing that they can rewind back in their life, that would be his one thing that he would do. I guarantee you that. Hands down. Okay, in my opinion. Lasso thinks he's the ish because the business Mel helped him create still standing, and Holt is not. But that was by choice to dissolve, and you about to be shut down due to fraud, clown. Exactly. Because truth be told, he out here getting projects but not completing them. Have y'all seen a completed project since they've been on this show? I haven't. I think, in my opinion, allegedly they out here taking people's money and they're not finishing any projects. There's other content creators out here with footage of him taking people's money and not finishing projects, recording his voice of him doing it. I'm like, wow, this is a mess. Simply Beautiful says it's crazy how they have an issue with what Melody said. But last episode, Marsau took a jab at the Holtz being divorced when he said, where are they now? Exactly. You're right about that. When you right, you're right. I can't speak against it. Can't speak against it. But listen, whatever is going to happen with Tisha and Marsau's marriage, it's really going to be all on Tisha, because Marsau, he ain't going nowhere. He going to wait for Tisha to have enough and let her divorce him. Marsau is all talk and does not know about a lot of things. That deposition he has speaks volumes. All that gaslighting and word salad never meant a thing. Now he can't remember a damn thing. Yeah, he don't never be talking about nothing. I'm like, anybody with intelligence can read through his lines of bullshit. I'm talking about Mel. She's in the Straight No Chaser group. Oh, okay. Plus, we knew she had Tisha blocked from when Carlos was trying to go live with them and only Mel's internet was working. Tisha couldn't join. Oh my God, I did not see that. That is so funny. Oh my God. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. Okay. Lady Leo says, I saw a clip of an old video Mel had recorded of one of the comeback group meetings, and Marsau was chatting so much that he figured out that his business was complete BS. Right. Exactly. And when you don't have Mel running everything, now you don't know what you're doing. Didn't he graduate in administration and business? Child. Now we all know it's a lot of people walking around with degrees that don't know shit. Okay. All right. I'm just saying. July Leo babe says, okay, I'm taking it. I'm taking it. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze. That's good. Oh. Take away. Do what you got to do, friend. Do what you got to do. But y'all, that's it. I ain't got no more. Thank y'all so much for watching. Please, please, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with anybody else that's watching this show too. And y'all, I cannot wait to see the showdown in Moats in Huntsville next week, because that was just the tip of the iceberg of Mel reading out of Marsau, which has been way overdue. All right, y'all. Thanks y'all for watching. Peace out.